And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage. She's
that chick Angel.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Bangers, all 2023. Bangers, you and me. Yeah.
Come on, say
Church announcement for me. Cleveland, get your mother act together.
Yeah,
you're the only city that ain't really rocking with the Ball brothers like that.
We'll never go back to Ohio.
400. So listen, Columbus.
You guys think I'm
Columbus has said, Kev.
We will never.
Columbus said, Kev, pull up and go to Ohio State game. Columbus sold out early.
Oh, nice.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's
they got me and Josh went to 2 Ohio State games. What are the chances of that?
Back-to-back tours.
We got jerseys. Cleveland, get chicken salad girl. It's a chicken salad. Help me. Talk to the people. Bron. I'm about to have to run ads. The only city I'm going to have to run ads for the Ball brothers is Cleveland.
Hit Bron.
You know y'all auditioning for Here's the Thing tour and subsequent city.
Oh, listen.
Do y'all just want to be a warm-up city? You want to just be a one night only in a comedy club?
What are you talking about? I didn't even know they were on a list.
They ain't.
A cut.
Columbus, Ohio could take your place. Cincinnati.
What's the next closest? Detroit?
Detroit gonna be up on there.
Yeah, Detroit.
Y'all gonna be going to Detroit.
Oh, yeah, you got to catch a flight to Detroit.
It's a chicken salad. All right. Other than that, every other city's selling well except Berlin and Paris. But you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be me, Josh, and Liz. Maybe Angel will be in the audience. London, y'all doing y'all good buying. The UK pulling up. Angel, what you got for the people?
So is this going to cause an argument or came to a close? We sold out Atlanta in less than 2 weeks. Thank y'all so much for making that happen. You all can stream the One Margarita Ladies remix. Currently, it has me, Flo Millie.
Big Flo.
Sexy Red. And Fendi, the rapper. I do a whole new verse on there. So go ahead and get on over there to Spotify and Apple Music and listen to it. Also, there was something Atlanta. I will be performing at the Atlanta Pride Fest. Labor Day weekend at Piedmont Park on the main stage.
What?
Yes.
The music?
The music on the stage.
Hold on. Your first performance is at Pride Fest in Atlanta at Piedmont Park?
Yes, it is.
You don't have no warm-up? You went straight to the big stuff?
Here we go. I need dancers. So if you're a dancer.
If you live in Atlanta.
I need dancers.
Where are my background dancers? I need dancers, okay? So if you want to dance for that chick Angel, hit me up in the DMs. And you got to already be in Atlanta. We're going to get you a cute little shiny outfit. But yeah, it'll be that Sunday performance at Piedmont Park. I'll also be doing a club appearance on Saturday.
Who are you?
Walkthrough bag? Walkthrough? 25K minimum on the walkthrough.
And I'll be doing a little performance there. Very late at night, so come on through.
Oh, Angel, you better get that nap in.
Who are you right now?
You better get that nap in.
I'm going to be drinking Red Bulls. I'll be in a Mama Likes bonnet and robe performing. So get ready, guys.
Do you have security walking through the club with you?
I don't have anything,
it's open carry
but
out there,
dreams.
Angel, you got to take them.
I don't know what I'm doing. Do you understand? I just asked for background dancers on my podcast. It's going to be me and the Funko Pops on the main stage.
Get Mel Mitchell. She knows how to dance.
Listen, you think I won't grab her? I'll be like, get your thick ass out here
she
and
be
dance
doing
with
all
me.
the dances for her exercise.
Her booty be moving too. So, yeah, y'all come on out, support your girl as she figures this all out on her own. Yeah. Those are my church announcements.
Wait, what day? Which day is it?
The Sunday is
dang, we're
the
in Dallas,
3rd.
Kev.
Yeah, y'all not going to be here.
No, Angel chose all her dates when we are on tour.
You think I chose Atlanta Pride Fest?
You chose every weekend.
How did that happen? Do you have a booking agent now?
The label, they were like, what did you think about performing at the Atlanta Pride Fest? And I'd just be saying yes. I was like, yeah. And they were like, then when I just said yeah, they were like, yeah. So like the Atlanta Pride Fest has anywhere between like 45 and 60,000 attendees.
You almost made water come out of my nose. I figured it was huge.
It is. It's big.
Angel.
So get ready to see me. Come on. out of breath on stage, dancing to my song and a singing. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
Joe, Lakita Moore, Tanks.
Oh, and One Margarita Ain't Over. Another remix will be dropping. Y'all see.
You should do one with all men and call it a he mix.
A he mix. I love it.
And get Bald Bunny.
New Bald Bunny.
Yeah, that's Bad Bunny's cousin.
Come on, twin.
Not
What's
Benito, but Baldito is what they call him.
Baldito. Come on, twin, and F up a name.
Not Bald Bunny.
Oh,
New name alert. Angel the Raptress.
Come
on.
Was
the actress part is on strike right now, but the Raptress, the rap part
can make money. Come on, be on out here. Yeah.
All right, cool. So the Patreon producers, by and large, actually,
quick shout out to the sponsors of the podcast, Chime, Zogdoc, and Talkspace. We will talk more about them later.
Yes. Before we start, Treese Mason, faithful member of Patreon, asked about my time at Celebrity Squares. If you're not on the Patreon, you don't know that I shot Celebrity Squares.
Yes, you did.
There's no video proof anywhere or pictures. So they were asking about it. And let me tell you what, Celebrity Squares was amazing. It's coming out in October on BET and VH1 and Paramount Plus. It was super interesting because they had the host, who was DC Young Fly, which I want to talk about in a second. He would do one intro for BET, one for VH1, and then one without saying any name. And I'm assuming that one's going to go on Paramount. And I was like, boy, y'all TV networks working like YouTube channels now. Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna run it on 3 channels, and people gonna get one check. They're gonna run on 3 networks. They couldn't do that back in your day, Angel. But it was super crazy to be in a Celebrity Square with, like, Bobby Brown was in the square.
Oh, you were there with Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby Brown. Brucious Webb was there.
You remember you?
Every day.
He did not.
What do you mean? You took
no
a photo.
I know.
You met his children.
It was his prerogative not to remember, and I respected it.
There it is. Kev, yes.
He didn't remember me. I was shooting with all kinds of people. Tamar took a picture. Tamar airdropped me the photo. She did it to everybody, too. Your homegirl, Chameleon.
Yeah, Chameleon. Was she there?
Great. Yep. Karuchi
so
said
sweet.
she was a fan.
Of course she is.
Okay, Karuchi's a fan.
Tran. Lunel was there. Somebody on Patreon said Lunel posted a picture, but she cropped me out. That's all cool. That's okay. Let me tell you something else. So it was kind of my hope to, like, when Steve Harvey retires, to take his place in, like, as the hosting guy. Gonna be more difficult now.
Because DC's on top of
DC Young Fly hosted this show, and when I tell you, he got it.
Oh, I believe he got it.
Oh, he got it.
You got it in you too.
I know, but he already started. He's on the network. I'm gonna tell you, I thought I was just gonna come in and be like, Steve Gone, Kev.
You hosted That's Cat.
I did host that cat, which is very similar to
That's what I'm saying.
Almost exactly like Celebrity Squares, except it's Connect 4 instead of Tic Tac Toe. I will just say, if he's hosting one, then I'm hosting another one. Because that young man is talented.
Yes, he's very talented.
Ethic. He's a praying young man, diligent. He looked good in a suit. I was like, that boy DC Young Fly got it. Solid dap. And his birthday's the day after mine.
Oh, look at it.
So he's good. And I was happy. I was just happy that they gave somebody a young man a chance.
Oh, would you think they would go somebody to one of the older?
A lot of times, it's just so much safer to say this person that is famous from years past. It's so much easier.
Them days is over. Let me tell you what I mean by those days are over. These networks need your following.
Oh, they absolutely do.
DC's following. And not to say that these older celebrities don't have solid followings. They do. But they'd rather take a chance on someone who has not proven themselves in legitimate TV.
Yeah.
Than to be like, well, because they'll find other places to use those 1,000%. Older comedians. But to get them, we need people.
And somebody gonna have to tell them about it, that the show's on.
Yeah.
Because people ain't watching commercials to find out the show is on. So you need people with social media followings and audiences to say, hey, go to BT Plus, whatever the channel is, and watch. Because otherwise, I don't know how you're going to do it.
Period. Well, I'm so happy that you are on there. I'm so glad that they are, they should have already been recognizing that you are a celebrity and you need to be in a celebrity square.
I was in that square.
Yeah, you were.
I was in that square. All right. The overwhelming suggestion in today's docket from faithful members was the Michael Oher Blindside story. Going to shout out Breed 1981, who was one of the faithful members who suggested it. If you're unfamiliar with this Blindside story,
I'm sorry, excuse me. So nobody wanted to talk about the Rico put on.
You know what? I need to understand it. I want to save it for the bonus.
Okay,
because it just happened late last night, and I was like,
I said, "Oh Lord."
Yeah, I want to talk about it on the bonus because I want to understand exactly what happened. It's been indictment after indictment for that boy.
Yeah.
What happened to that boy?
We'll wait until I'm not a lawyer, but breaks it down, and then we'll know what's happening.
Speaking of, I'm not a lawyer, but she's a great TikToker. She break down the whole Michael Oher
Friend of the pod.
thing. Friend of the pod.
So pretty.
I'll play this for you so you can get caught up.
I'm not a lawyer, but I just read the 15-page petition from Michael Oher against Sean and Leanne Tui, and I'm going to break it down for you. Okay, so quick backstory if you don't know. The Blind Side is a 2009 movie that was based on the true story of Michael Oher's life. And in this movie, you see Michael as a 17-year-old homeless boy who has spent most of his life in and out of foster care. And so the Tuis come and save the day. They adopt him, and with their love and care, Michael's life improves dramatically. He eventually becomes an All-American football player and an NFL first-round draft pick. That's basically the movie. The movie went on to win an Oscar for Best Picture and Best Actress. Okay, so fast forward to today. Michael Oher has filed a petition against the Tuis because he alleges that instead of adopting him, they actually tricked him into signing a document that gave them legal right to make business deals in his name, and that they and their children have now made millions of dollars based off of his name and his story, and Michael has made nothing. And that they are continuing even now to use his name to promote their foundation and their website and their stuff, and he's not benefiting from any of that. According to the document, the conservatorship started on December 7, 2004, and it states that it is in Oher's best interest to appoint Sean and his wife Leanne Tui as conservators of the person, and that they should have all powers of attorney to act on his behalf, and further that Oher should not be allowed to enter into any contracts or binds himself without the direct approval of his conservators. So Michael says at no point was he informed that the Tuis would have ultimate control of all of his contracts, and says that they told him that because he was legally an adult, this is the way that they had to adopt him, that they couldn't do regular adoption, that it's actually called conservatorship. So that is what he alleges they explained to him. In 2006, a book was released that was based on Michael's life, and shortly thereafter, contract negotiations for the movie began, in which Sean and Leanne negotiated for themselves and their natural born children a contract price of $225,000 plus 2.5% of all future defined net proceeds. So royalties. They're saying the movie has made more than $330 million and still continues to earn money, and Michael isn't getting any of that. It's also worth noting here that according to this document, the attorney that filed the petition for the conservatorship is apparently the same attorney that did the contract negotiations for the movie. But in the paperwork, she only represented Michael, and the Tuis had another agent and attorney represent them. The document also says that a contract exists entitled Life Story Rights Agreement. In it, Michael appears to give way to Fox without any payment whatsoever for the perpetual and unconditional and exclusive rights throughout the world to use and portray Michael's name, likeness, voice, appearance, personality, personal experiences, incidents, situations, and events. So basically, they could do whatever they want based off of Michael, according to this, and he gets nothing from it. Michael believes that this signature, although similar to his own, he says he does not know whether he signed that or if it was forged. So with all of that, Michael is asking that the conservatorship be terminated. He says, 1, it should have never happened in the first place. 2, the Tuis have never even performed the duties of being conservators. They're supposed to file accounting records to show how much money is being made off of Michael, his name, his image, and his likeness. And they've never done that, which is a requirement of being a conservator. He also says that as a conservator, they're supposed to act in his best interest. Obviously, they have not if he hasn't gotten any money, but they have. So all of that together, he says that the conservatorship should end and that they should have to disclose the amount of money that's been made off of him and that he should be given that money.
Oh shoot! I hit that on accident.
They need to give him all of his money, and then once he gets all of his money, he needs to build his credit with Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card.
Plenty of
a
time.
better way to build credit. Okay, I mean, do you have a summer anthem besides One Margarita? How about the one like this one? Summertime. Oh, I didn't know. And building credit is easy. There we go. Ha! As you build your credit score can safely, with everyday purchases on on-time payments. Yes. Plus, there's no annual fee, interest, or credit checks to get started. Okay, I'm going to come out of the jazz. Anyways, yes, with Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card, super easy to be able to build your credit because you're doing the purchases that you would normally do, and then you're just making sure you do your on-time payments for things that you need. And there's no annual fee, interest, or credit checks to get started. You know, a lot of people, they think about building credit as a way of they have to build debt and then pay things off. But Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card makes it so much easier than that. Okay, so there's no annual fee, interest, or credit check to apply. You use it everywhere Visa credit cards are accepted. Get paid up to 2 days earlier with a qualifying direct deposit. You can get access to your money sooner. Fee-free overdraft with SpotMe. Overdraft up to $200 without fees with SpotMe when you set up a qualifying direct deposit. Ditch the monthly fees. Chime has no monthly minimum balance or overdraft fees. Access 60,000 plus fee-free ATMs. That's more than the top 3 national banks combined. Easily find one near you with Chime, the Chime app. Send and receive money. Pay friends through Chime, no matter what bank account they use, and cash out your money fee-free. Excuse me. So start building your credit up. Open a Chime checking account with at least a $200 qualifying direct deposit to get started. Get started at chime.com/SK.
SK.
That's chime.com/SK.
SK.
The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by Stride Bank N.A., member FDIC. Chime checking account and $200 qualifying direct deposit required to apply. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply. On-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary.
All right. Once again, I'm not a lawyer, but is where we got that TikTok from. You should definitely follow her. She does a lot of legal
so
proceeding,
smart.
black women, support black women.
Friend of the pod.
Talks, friend of the pod. There's so many things wrong with this, but let me just say this, and I mean this sincerely. White people, right? Not all white people, but white people have sometimes no qualms about what they will do to black people to profit off of them. The one of the worst things about this, somebody on Patreon said, is he wasn't he special? That might be one of the most egregious parts of the story. Michael Oher was like, they got me in the movie looking dumb. I'm not dumb. First of all, to play lineman on the NFL, there's a lot to go with it. Outside of physical prowess, there's a lot of cover schemes and all this stuff, right? But he's like, I was never dumb. And I also knew how to play football. He was playing 3 sports at the time that he met him. Crazy. I think football, baseball, and basketball, something like that. Definitely basketball and football. He was already on a team. They got the little kids showing him how to play football with the food. They portrayed him as kind of like a mice and men, like simpleton.
Oh my God.
Type of person. You know, like I never had a bed before. Oh, I never. What's this? I have my room a bed. Like they had him like just a big lump of coal that if it weren't for the good white people of the South.
That's why I never watched the movie. I don't like movies where there's a white savior. This period. I don't like it because I already know somebody lying somewhere up in there.
And
there could be a white ally, but when it's a white savior, like you saved the day, somebody is lying.
And they lied about everything. And the thing about it is how you listen. I was so upset, and the crazy thing about this, Sandra Bullock, no fault of her own, she got an Oscar off the lies.
She did, and they and thanked them, and they were at the Oscars. Was the black baby at the Oscars?
I don't remember. He ain't getting no Oscar, and he ain't. How you don't get a dime off your life?
me.
How Sandra Bullock, and listen, Sandra Bullock is an actress. I don't even know if she knew this. But the white people make sure their natural kids who weren't the actors in the movie.
That's what I tell you.
But the black person, you talk about. Listen, the blind side is a football term. You protect the quarterback's blind side. Usually the most talented lineman plays left tackle for a right-handed quarterback. Yeah. He protects his blind side. Mm-hmm. The fact that the play on words, the double entendre of him being blindsided.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he only found this out in February. He wasn't even saying nothing. The thing that put him over the edge is he wasn't even adopted.
That is let me tell you. I hope the way these people went crazy about Britney Spears, getting her out of that conservatory so she could be here with her sagging draws on Instagram, twirling in circles and scratching her crotch. That's how I need people to be for this black baby, because they did him so to set themselves up. And this man has made no money off of everything they've made money off of. Is just the worst thing I've ever heard of, because the fact of the matter is that I'm sure he would not have minded them getting a percentage of what has happened in his life, especially if they played a part in some of his success. But to take all of it and not make sure that he was good?
How you don't negotiate a little piece for him?
Not a little piece, a lot of piece.
1,000% correct. 2.5% of gross proceeds is a lot of money. That means once they made their money back, pay their fees and all that type of stuff, that movie made $300 million, and I don't think it was a huge budget. Sports films usually aren't huge budgets.
Yeah.
That means forever now, the movie's in profit.
Yeah.
Right? It's just going to be licensed and played over and over. And he said, was reading about the article on ESPN, he was like, what happened was the movie came out, he just got into the NFL, so he was focused on that, so he wasn't really paying as much attention. What more than likely happened, not the Hollywood, listen, and when the villain writes the history book, the villain is the hero.
Yeah, of course. Right? The villain is the victor.
The villain is the victor when the villain, and this is why taking black stuff out of schools is why black people don't know about slavery as bad as it was even now.
Right.
And the way it's going to happen, when the villain says you can't talk about that, then people don't know how atrocious things were. So not only are they bad, essentially what it looks like they did is preyed on a talented athlete.
Yeah.
Who was unhoused, and they was like, "Oh, let me go to Ole Miss. Let me lead him to Ole Miss." If you don't think Ole Miss boosters,
you already know,
didn't slide them 100 bands,
easy. The
parents almost always get cashed out if they can direct their kids to the school. And Ole Miss is an SEC school. Them SEC schools in football have bread.
A lot of it.
I'm certain landing a recruit that big for them who's NFL bound or goes to the NFL, I'm certain they got a little cash there, and they got the movie cash, which is crazy for their family, excluded him, and then they got their foundation, and they've been eating on this forever. I think this movie came out in 2009.
It came out a long
their
time ago.
Their whole career, their foundation, they profited off of this to the tune of likely millions upon millions of dollars.
And this is what really pisses me off, is because
allegedly
the image of these white people is not what made them successful. You have to add that black boy to it in
1,000%.
order for it to make sense. So there's no way they can say, well, I mean, it's just our story. You have no story.
No.
Without this black boy. Like, you can't, if you remove him from it and he's not a part of the image, because those are all the pictures. It's this big, tall black boy with these two old white people.
Yeah.
And see, this is why I love that one series that Colin Kaepernick did.
Yeah.
Because he had his white parents, right? What I love is that he told both sides of them. He told the sides where they seem real racist at times.
To him?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
snap.
his parents would say some things where you would just be like, oh no.
Oh wow. I didn't watch it.
Oh yeah, it was good. But you also saw how they helped him at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all gotta stop watching these movies written and told by white people where they are the savior, because they don't tell the truth. Where it's just like nobody is trying to negate that they potentially put him in a better situation for his athletic career.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would debate that. But to sit here and try to make it seem like, one, this baby was slow.
Right.
And then two,
and I didn't know no different.
That's so terrible.
Hollywood, like, they always tweak stories to make them better.
Yeah.
But dumbing him down, he said it made him harder in the NFL. Teams were reluctant to take him because they thought, he kind of a little bit slower.
That is just.
And all it does is make them seem more sincere. I watched a clip last night on TikTok. Sandra Bullock went down to the hood, and the T-Bone from Walking Dead, I think his name was T-Bone or something like that, the black dude who was in the early seasons, he was like, yeah, I'm going to put a cap in him. And she was like, no, you ain't. I'm from the South, and I got a twin.
And right there is where I would have been like, lies, this is all cap. This is all cap. I just don't understand.
You did good.
That's Cap.
Cap was solid.
That was
You
great
didn't seem
placement.
43 at all.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Sometimes, I be rapping.
No, he wasn't slow. Poets 05, he's regular man.
So I just don't understand, because even if they were to have done this fairly, they still would have been sitting on money.
That's my thing. And this is what capitalism, white privilege, it ain't, nobody's even saying y'all don't get paid. But you got to take all of it. You got to exclude him. You got to trick the man or the child at the time. I think it was like 18. And they're like, oh, yeah, we can't legally adopt you. We going to go conservativeship, which is basically another term, right? He trusting you, right? He ain't got no attorney. Y'all are his guardians and stuff. And y'all done turn and make sure you got $225,000 cash for their kids. Why? I don't know.
All their kids need to be sat in the middle of the football field with a bunch of Ole Miss players and a bunch of Alabama players, and they just have to play football with no pads on as their punishment. A whole season of football. And then they can get their money.
If I'm not mistaken, Angel, and you let me know if you understand it differently, he's under the conservatorship now.
Yeah,
it seems.
He's still under conservatorship. Yes. And I think truly, if this goes well, all that will have to be reversed, because all of it would be considered, hopefully. See, here's the problem. If he was 18 when he signed all of this, he is technically considered an adult.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not as if he had to be, like, if it's a child, they have to be advised by an actual adult that is already their guardian.
Yes.
Where these people were not his guardian, nor did he have a guardian speaking on his behalf.
Right.
However, hopefully there's a way for it to be considered that he was under duress, or he was purposefully, especially with the conflict of interest.
Yeah.
With that, the attorney actually being their attorney, but they registered with another attorney, so it didn't seem like there was a conflict of interest. Hopefully that'll be the thing that gets them caught up, and they have to reverse everything, and all that money has to be redirected to him.
But you think, listen, Angel, if you know them people who did all this, that money gone.
Oh no, the money might be gone, but they're gonna be in debt for the rest of their life, repaying.
Trying to get paid.
Yeah, that was repaying it, and whatever. I hope they have to seize all their assets. Okay, you might not have the liquid cash.
We're gonna make their life hard for you.
Yeah, we're gonna take
that foundation over with.
Oh yeah.
Foundation over with. You ain't using my name no more. I know that.
Don't even look. I don't want to see you near black people for them to even think that I might be one of the black people that you're near. I want them to take their house, their kids' houses. So if the kids got
everybody.
Paid, oh yeah, but them
Sandra
cars,
Bullock turned the Oscar in.
Listen, I know she's like, God dang it. Just what y'all got to understand. This is the problem. This is really the problem that I be having, especially when it comes to white folk that do this. They don't see it as doing evil. See, we be making these villains out to be Disney villains, as if the intent is always malicious. They really think it was their rightful place
1,000%
to be able to do this, and
1,000%.
Not be a problem. He's going to have the NFL. He's going to make money there.
And he wouldn't have got to I used my connections to get him to Ole Miss. If I receive a little cash.
And he never wanted to make this a movie, so
yeah.
And why would he then get paid off of a movie? And he gave us the rights. We said we want to make a movie. He said, okay, great. He didn't ask us for money. He could have asked us for money. He didn't. So why would we give him money? Literally, their logic is not that we're doing evil, and that is the problem. When people have that much of a blind spot.
Yes. That's why racist people a lot of times don't know they're racist. And I can tell you, because the way patriarchy protects men, the way you can be sexist, you just think you are right.
Yeah.
If you're not challenged or corrected or thought, you just think that's the way things are, right? It used to be common knowledge that black people, and I say knowledge because this was a story purported by white supremacy. Black people are just not as smart as
at 100%.
as white people. That's why they can't play quarterback. They can't swim. They used to say black people's bodies were more dense. That's why they can't swim. Not like they were not because they were actively making sure black people couldn't swim, right? They would just say that.
Yeah.
You couldn't play quarterback because they're just not smart. They don't make good head coaches. And people just believe that. So you believe racist things because they are talked about as the norm.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you're fat, you're unhealthy. Automatically unhealthy, right? Yeah. BMI is a real thing. The food pyramid. You're supposed to eat this much of that. Milk does a body good. All these things are just accepted because they are common speak.
Yeah.
That doesn't make them true. It's just because that's what everybody says, and then you eventually accept
it.
Right? So I think that's the more you don't have, the racist trope is, heritage not hate, shotgun, pickup truck. Those people know they're being racist, right? Those people aren't going to harm you as much as a white person who is the hiring manager who believes that if you went to an HBCU and this person went to a PWI, that school is better.
Right.
That is something, and I hate to admit this, that is something that I subscribed to.
Really?
At the time. I'm going to tell you why. And it wasn't like HBCU isn't as good. It was, if you want to get a job at Boeing.
Oh, I know people who
in
think
Washington, and those people went to the University of Washington, you have a better shot of getting a job at the University of Washington, if you went to the University of Washington versus if you went to an HBCU that they have not heard of. Those people don't respect HBCUs if they've even heard of them. But you go to their alma mater, oh, yes, I know Washington State, that's our rival. I went down to Fresno, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you say I went to Bethune-Cookman in Seattle, Washington, they don't even know what you're talking about. So that's how, and if your parents are telling you that, like if you look in the Central Park five, I know they don't want to be called that anymore, but I don't know what they have another term.
Vindicated?
Redeem 5 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, them.
Yeah. Them
You know what
black
I'm saying?
men.
Vindicated 5. They didn't know that the police can lie to you.
Ain't that crazy?
I didn't know the police. That's what they say. Say nothing, get a lawyer. They didn't know the police can lie and edge a confession out of you. So I say all that to say a lot of times people just don't know they're acting in this way. And that's far more dangerous if you actually have the power than somebody who knows they're being racist and just calling you a nigga on the street.
This is why I always, when people
exonerated is what they call it.
Thank y'all, because we were just using any adjective. This is why when I hear people say, I can never live in a red state. I can never. I'm like, what you don't understand is in a red state, you know who's who.
Yes.
You know who's who. You understand. I see you, and you're letting me know your values, what you think, and how you feel about people that look like me. So I know how to operate with you or not with you at all.
Yeah.
Where in these other places that that come off as more liberal, blue, it's not that there aren't people who genuinely really are allies to black people and really are allies to the voices that have been like kind of snuffed out. But there are people who pose themselves as that, but really have the same intentions as someone who is outwardly racist.
For sure.
But they completely don't see any of that in their mind.
1,000%.
This story just, it boils my blood so bad because it's just like they didn't have to do any of this. There was nothing that said this is the only way you all are going to get money. These people had money before.
If the movie studio wants that story, if you say 2.5% for us, 2.5% for Michael, they're going to be like, oh, fine.
Yes.
I don't believe them people even did anything to fight for that young man, right?
No, they did not. They were like, we did our job for you, black boy. We're not doing else. They
it's interesting.
What?
I'm not saying I watched a film about Michael Jordan.
It was on a streamer.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I'm not saying I watched it, but I am saying that
the story.
His mom. Yeah, Adidas fighting for him, $250, I think. Converse, which was number one at the time. I think they were offering 100.
They had
Nike.
Who they had?
250 for Michael Jordan. So his mom gets on the phone with the Nike people and is like, okay, y'all can sign my son for 250. And the guy's like, yes, oh my God, yes. Thank you, you're not gonna regret this. And his mom was like, hold up. Then it was so good in the documentary I watched. She goes, this is just such a small issue. So small, I'm sure it was a typo or a clerical error or an omission. So small. But he's going to need a percentage off of each sale of every shoe.
Period.
I know.
In perpetuity.
And they were like, we can't do it. It's not how the game works. I'm sure you can, though. And I was like, that's how Angel will be. That's how Melissa will be. I'm sure you could. I'm sure you can. That boy made $6 million. His first contract was for like 5 years, $6.5 million. His first year of revenue was $16 million. Yes. Nike hadn't sold more than $3 million in basketball shoe revenue in their history. His first season, $160 million. To this day, Michael Jeffrey Jordan receives $400 million in passive revenue from his first deal, negotiated by his black mama who's still alive. Yes. Michael Orr would be paying Mikey because the white people would take all his money and not think twice about it.
Listen, this is why, let me tell you, she can't legally represent me because that is not what she's allowed to do. But when I talk to my sister about anything that I'm doing business-wise, she don't be playing. And this is what the beauty of me entering into a whole nother genre of entertainment is that I now know people like to tell me rules that they just want me to accept.
1,000%.
But I be like, you know what? But all of this doesn't seem the norm, does it? So let's see what else is not actually normal for me.
And they don't want to give you anything. They want you to be a poor black woman who didn't know she was going to make it, and the big record label was going to save the day. They would blindside you.
If you didn't know,
if you didn't know, they'd absolutely blindside you.
Luckily, the music industry got enough horror stories that I'm like, I know everybody here is evil. So what we gonna try to figure out is who's the least evil out of all of y'all, and make sure I get my coins.
Absolutely.
Let me make sure I get my coins. What's also unusual is the click that's happening in my hip, right? And I need to figure out what is going on. There's a click.
It's clicking.
Click.
You still clicking?
Every now and then it be popping. And I be wanting to ask my friends, right? But I realize that is not where I'm going to get my best medical help.
We're going to try to make a beat with it.
Okay.
Go.
Click. Hit beat, click in. Oh, I can't say that in this. So you be sitting there trying to find like the thing that you really want right on the internet, right? And you want to get it. And then you spend hours of researching and reading thousands of reviews and you find it, the thing, whatever that thing is, right? Like I'm over here trying to find the thing that I'm going to wear for this Pride Fest performance. And I'm just trying to find things that, it might be pictured one way, but how does it look in real life, right? And so you find it checks all your boxes. It has 5 stars. Oh, and it arrives in just 48 hours. So why is it that we will spend all this time looking for random things like a teacup, an outfit, a purse, and look at the reviews around the world in just 2 days? But when it comes to finding a good doctor, it can take forever to get an appointment. Not to mention, how do you know if they're even good? Well, thankfully, there's a way. It's called ZocDoc, a place to find and book great doctors who actually have amazing reviews, many with appointments available within 24 hours. ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat almost any condition you're searching for. These doctors all have verified reviews from actual real patients, not bots. The average wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is between just 24 and 48 hours. That's it. You can even score same-day appointments.
Same day?
Same day. Actually, we're about to use ZocDoc right now because Marcus needs a new, what do you call those, general practitioner. He needs his regular doctor. Yep. So we're about to do that, especially now that we're off tour. That we noticed like certain things that we didn't like as far as ailments in our bodies. And we were like, we want to take care of this.
Come on, ailments.
Ailments, okay? We getting up there. And, out here in LA, it's huge. Everybody has different insurance, so it's even hard to get a review from your friends because they might not have the same insurance as you, or they might live on a completely other side of town than you do. So being able to use ZocDoc to get real patient reviews, find a doctor that is near us and that takes our insurance that we pay for. So I don't want no out-of-network doctor. Is a priceless thing that I'm so grateful that we have ZocDoc for. Go to ZocDoc.com/SK and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/SK.
SK.
ZocDoc.com/SK.
SK.
After you finish taking care of your physical health, let's talk about mental health, all right? Because listen, we're about to head into the colder months. That's a lot of times when people start to get really down. Hell, in the summertime, we can get really down just thinking about certain things and how they affect our life. I've had a lot of deaths recently from either friends of the family or actual family members. And all of that can just hugely affect my life and my outlook. But being able to have a therapist that I can talk through these things with, not just big events, but everyday events that sometimes have me a little fuzzy and I can't really focus on what I want to focus on or like sort through my emotions around it. It's so helpful, but sometimes it's hard to figure out how to get started. Okay, so do you think seeing a therapist or a psychiatrist would be helpful and you don't actually have time to find one and meet them or afford them? Well, try Talkspace. By doing everything online, Talkspace has made getting the help you want easy, accessible, and affordable. When you've met your therapy goals or simply want to cancel, Talkspace has a simple cancellation process and will work with you to get a prorated refund for unused time if applicable. Sometimes people wait until something bad happens to talk to a therapist. Why wait? At Talkspace.com, you can sign up online and get a personalized match with the provider that's right for you, typically within 48 hours. Therapy can help you shift your perspective, find tools to cope in difficult times, and be a guiding light. I know for me, I just went through something where I really had to advocate for myself, and I actually have taken a small break from my therapist because of my schedule. But because of the tools that she had already given me prior to, I was able to navigate that whole situation without it falling apart and me not feeling like I got what I needed out of the situation. So Talkspace can help any specific challenges you may be facing. It's the #1 online therapy platform with licensed therapists in over 40 specialties, including anxiety, depression, substance abuse, relationship issues, and much more. As a listener to this podcast, you'll get $80 off your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/crew with a K.
Crew with a K.
To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/crew with a K.
Crew with a K.
To get $80 off your first month and show your support for the show. That's Talkspace.com/crew with a K.
Crew with a K. You got any more thoughts on this?
No, I if all of this is true, which it feels
alleged.
Yeah, if all of this is true, which it feels like it's true based off of what he is saying is in the documents, the legal documents, I really hope that the court puts judgment in his favor and that these people have to spend the rest of their life repaying this man. They could have had their portion and him have his portion, but I hope they make their pockets hurt.
Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. All right. I want to share this. I'm not saying I watched a movie I'm not saying what movie, because you know what I'm saying, I don't know what I can and can't say. There's just a lot of stuff going on, which I just want to take a quick aside. You know what was crazy, Angel?
What's crazy?
I got a $183 royalty check. Right? Mm-hmm. And that day,
praise God,
mm-hmm.
I got a $193 SAG bill.
There you go.
So
God's gonna provide, Kev.
I don't understand how you make money.
You don't see the perspective.
I got 180. I'm -10 right now. These royalty checks.
Yes. Hold on. I got some big ones or some nice ones.
Okay, let us know what you got.
Hold on. Let me fold this back because y'all need to see all that. This one though. I'm telling you, I'm buying something big. I don't know if y'all can see that.
I don't think so.
This says $0.03. $0.03 is what that
Oh
says.
my God.
So we listen, we getting that outfit for the Atlanta Pride Fest with that. I got another one that says $4. I got a 78-cent one. Oh yeah, this is the $4 one. They look very similar. They look very, very
Total
similar.
right now, you can buy a meal at In-N-Out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot this big one. This big one, it is 2 cents, 2 pennies. And I'm gonna tell you, I sign all these checks and I take them right in. I got another 4-cent one, but then they go up. Some go up. You know, I got one on here for a couple of $1,000s.
There we go.
And it's not a residual check. It's I'm on a commercial, so
that ain't residge.
it's not residge. But one of those is small too, actually. So I get it. We standing in solidarity.
Solidarity, man.
With the yeah. Okay.
I just wanna-
$22.93 one.
I just want to tell y'all this story real quick. Watch this film with Tom Hanks on the plane. And I thought it was just a comedy about him being a grumpy old man. Okay. Now, first of all, let me preface this by saying our flights have been delayed every week, canceled, delayed. So I got bumped from first class to
Regular
main cabin.
Oh, bless it. I'm so sorry.
Okay. So I'm watching
Kev was in Gem Pop with
Gem
us.
Pop. Peanuts. They hitting my arm with the the cart, tearing my arm apart because I didn't even get my window seat. So I'm like, let me watch this film where Tom Hanks plays an angry old man. I'm just gonna be sad. If you don't want it to be spoiled, just cut off this part
Just mute.
because the movie been out for like 2 months.
I fell asleep and didn't get to watch it, but I don't mind if it's spoiled. Go ahead.
When I tell you, and I'm not even gonna spoil it, I'm just gonna say he's just not a grumpy old man like Grumpy Old Men movie with the dude from Dennis the Menace. It's a movie about grief and loss.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you I was big shoulders,
Oh, well, you just
Angel Lakita Moore Tanksley the Raptress.
I'm so sorry.
I told Josh when we got out, why does snot come with tears?
I know everything.
I don't have no
escapes.
sickness.
Everything escapes.
I
Your
honestly
body
feel
creates
like,
snot.
I feel like movie cry hits 1,000 times harder on planes.
Dog.
And I don't know why.
And maybe it's the compressed air.
Were you drinking?
No.
Oh my God.
It was like 8 a.m.
You got to pay for drinks in main cabin?
I didn't.
Oh, you
I hadn't.
didn't.
I had a hoodie on. Thank the Lord, because I'm sitting next to two strangers. I'm in my hoodie.
Oh, Kevin, you be a cry.
Dog, I watched the Jake Paul and Logan Paul documentary.
Did that make you cry too?
Crying. The
Oh.
whole brothers, I'm proud of you. I was like,
Oh, you go because you personalize
I
You
might as well turn the
personalize-
Frank Ocean song on.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God,
play
don't
it, see
you-
if I can do
God,
it.
don't you
Let's see
dare.
if I'm stronger, Angel.
Yeah,
Oh no!
That's a
I'm
bad
gonna
idea.
see if I can do it.
Oh my God!
What's it called, Josh?
It's called twerk.
No, it ain't it.
I want a real fine woman with some twerk with her. I
It's
want
called
a real fine
Godspeed.
woman.
All right, let's go, Cam. Tighten up.
I don't. Like
Yeah, I'm breaking already.
Go ahead and
Let's
stop
go,
this.
Cam. We can do it.
Oh, geez.
Just don't sing, Frank. Don't sing.
What did you say?
Let's go. Lightweight. Come on, Cam.
This is how we're gonna start the Here's
Let's
the Thing
go.
tour.
Let's go.
We're just gonna play
Come
this.
on, Frank. How long is this intro?
Yeah, there you go. Ha 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 ha.
Come
You're
on,
the
John.
runway
Let's
of
get it
tears.
back.
Go get it. I'm
I
good.
got a one. All right.
Brand new one.
Oh,
Let's go. Just let me get to that first line.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
look at him.
Ah, get it out of here. No. I don't know why would you guys let me do that.
You're stupid. You're dumb. They had you big crying on the plane.
Angel snotted the hoodie up. I had to throw the hoodie away. I'm in there losing control. I had to calm my breathing. I told Melissa in the car, I was like, so that I wouldn't
Implode.
yes, I was not prepared. The thing about grief that is so terrible, the clicks to emotion are so quick and so strong. So you're like, I'm watching Jake Paul documentary. I'm like, this man, so what is this white boy on? First of all, he knows exactly what he's doing. He done played us for a fool to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. And I'm mad that it worked on me like it did.
You talking about watching these fights, hoping
What?
that he would lose and everything?
What?
Yeah, he was like,
Floyd Mayweather, wrestling, Muhammad Ali, same playbook.
Yeah.
And I want him to lose so bad. And I knew, though, I did know whoever's picking his fights for him is picking them perfectly. Because they're just enough up and just enough up. And he avoided a real boxer for as long as he could. But there's a section where him and his brothers were talking about how proud they were of each other.
And that just
I will always love you. Me and Melissa was in the hotel in New York. I'm talking how I do. It was terrible. And those were within a week of each. That was a Monday and Saturday and Sunday.
Bless your heart.
I'm not watching nothing. I'm going back to my program with the Viking boy, Last Kingdom, Uhtred Ragnarsson.
Oh, I
Uhtred Ragnarsson don't. Everybody in his life dies. No, spoiler alert.
Bless your heart.
All right,
you gotta learn how to cut that. You gotta.
I was too invested. I was challenging the movie. Like, nigga, you ain't gonna make me cry. I'm finna stop though. No, I'm finna stop. You ain't gonna. And I thought so. I tweeted during when I was watching, like, oh, this movie is really sad. When I got to the end, Angel. Heap of sadness. I was dehydrated with tears. I'm talking about, I know, I couldn't even look at the people next to me. I know they knew.
You should have been like, this is such a funny movie. Oh, you personalize everything. Bless your heart.
Listen, as an actor, it helps you. As a human being on a plane, it's terrible.
He said, I can't.
All right, this is really funny. Okay, Patrick Mahomes, if you don't know him, he's a great NFL quarterback. Hilarious.
Booty tank,
Booty tank. He's fantastic.
He
is a mixed man. Daddy nigga.
Oh, I know who he is.
His mom is white. His wife is white. They asked this man, his wife, what is his favorite
chicken.
What's my favorite cheat day meal?
Fried chicken.
No.
Chicken fried steak.
No.
And mashed potatoes.
Mexican food.
What's the way she that Angel. She want to put. Why are you putting chicken on that man?
Chicken fried steak, chicken nuggets, chicken tenders. I don't know. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Oh God, it's something chicken.
What's some KFC churches? Bojangles, Popeyes. Yeah, I know it is.
What is it? It's something with a chicken. No, watermelon. Is it not that?
Fried chicken.
It doesn't help that she has the southern twang.
Southern twang really raced it up.
Oh, yeah.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. No, you big lip. What is it? Yeah. Oh, she'll never live that down.
If I were him, you got to cut that.
No,
you gonna make her look
you
bad.
You have to say yes.
He couldn't. He was catch-22. If she says fried chicken, he's like, yes, ma'am, I sure do love it.
Well, no.
You can't.
You
can't say
if
yes.
That is your white wife that you chose. That's right, baby. I love fried chicken. Love it so much.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce, 3 cheeses, ranch dressing. They should have sang it together. You know, when you choose that as your wife, you got to go down.
Angel.
You got to go down in flames with her.
You have to.
You let her sit up there and make. If she looks stupid, you look stupid with her.
That man said, nope, Mexican food. Oh.
Right.
How? 8th grade?
She's like, you call my pussy fried chicken. So I thought it was your favorite meal. I don't know what else to think. Oh, but Mexican food, yeah, you do eat that every day. So
the O is like if I asked you what's your favorite cheat meal, and I was like, I don't know, fried chicken. Nope, chicken fried steak, Mexican food. Oh, that's like I've never asked you that question, so I wouldn't know. Also, a football player, his body is how he makes his money.
Yeah.
So a cheat meal in his diet it's not like he's an actor.
Right.
The Rock, he's food. I know part of his cheat meal is doggone pancakes with peanut butter because he puts it up on Sundays, right? I know that about Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I don't live with Dwayne. What's my favorite food? Fried chicken. Kahlua pork.
It wouldn't have been that bad that she got it wrong had she not sang the fried chicken. He was like, no. Chicken fried house steak. Nope.
She went chicken back to back with the first and second pick, and then she had it ain't chicken,
Right.
Mashed potato.
Nigga, who is you? Who is you? She's probably like, don't act brand new for these other white people. You know you love the fried chicken. Fried chicken is good. Oh my God! It would if she would have just been like fried chicken. I mean, she would have got a little bit of smoke, but it was the singing.
It was the confidence to smile.
Fried chicken, we love fried chicken. Get a greasy nigger and get fried chicken. It felt so extra racist when I know.
Oh my God!
I'm sure that's not what she meant make it seem racist. But when you sing it and you sit beside your biracial husband, who obviously is mixed with black, and you sing fried chicken, you might as well have a Confederate flag on, okay, wrapped around your body.
Oh my
and be
God.
in blackface. Bless her heart. He should have went down in flames with her though.
I'm surprised she was like, I know you like fried chicken, boy. Don't you love it?
That's automatically what we
That
all
boy,
heard.
fried chicken. Boy, now go down and fix me some sweet tea. Big lip coon. I know. I feel like that's what I heard.
Yes.
All she said was fried chicken.
Yeah.
But I heard you better run that ball, you big lip nigger lip coon.
Yes, I heard the hard R.
Hey.
And I know she's like, that's not what I meant. That's not, guys.
Hey,
That
take it easy.
That O was an apology for slavery. Oh.
I watched Quarterback too, and she is very supportive. They seem like they have a great relationship.
Oh,
like
I'm
that's
sure.
the crazy thing. She when he got hurt, she wanted him to come out the game. Big wife duties.
Yeah.
But as a black man who daddy is black, because they were arguing, he got hurt, and his daddy was like, "That boy ain't coming out that field. You crazy? He ain't built like that." She was like, "He should come out. I know he's hurt. I know he can't barely walk. I should get him some fried chicken."
She sang the shit out of that. She was a mic lowered from
Lord.
Oh, but yeah, he wrong for not.
It was
He
so
should have
funny,
been
bro. Unintentionally funny. I'm sorry. I like Patrick Mahomes. I think he's an amazing player.
And I'm sure your wife is amazing too.
Marry who you want. Ain't got nothing to do with me. My black wife knows. And I do actually love fried chicken. Like, personally. If Lisa would said that, I'd be like, yup.
Yeah, I love it.
Because the connotation ain't the same, black amongst black.
Right.
If you ask Marcus, fried chicken sure is. Nigga, nobody was bat an eye. But her can't do it. It don't hit the same.
Her accent got thicker. Fried chicken.
The South shall rise again. Whoa. Whoa. The South shall rise. The heritage not hate.
What are you doing over here in this small town, boy? It just got thicker and thicker. Bless her
Let me
heart.
see your papers, boy. Wait, it's Mexican food. It's just Mexican food.
I mean, he
You
just
sure you from around here?
No.
Don't look like a football field anywhere near here. Ain't no television.
Bless her heart. Oh, she'll never answer that question again.
Oh my, I don't know. Whatever he says,
You know what? He has a very refined palate. So it just depends on whatever day. She's going to be talking in an English accent in the next time. I'm not sure what he likes. You should ask
If it
him.
is fried chicken, she's gonna be like, what he likes. You got to take a chicken and you got to coat it with flour and put it into hot grease. So fry it. And I don't know what they call it.
I don't know what they call it.
I'm not familiar with their cooking tendencies or anything like that.
It's like a hard baked poultry. Is what he likes.
Hard baked.
A very hard baked poultry. Out of oven baked poultry. Yes, absolutely. That's what.
Switching to an English accent is much better. Their racism is way more subtle.
Oh, the racism is elegant. She gave
Hard
us
baked
shucking.
poultry is.
Hard baked. It's got a crispy outside layer to it. Yes, but it's a poultry. Yes.
Oh my God.
Bless her heart.
All right, I thought this was a funny question from, not funny, but a good question for our hip hop is 50 years old.
I don't have an answer to that.
And hip hop, we've been celebrating hip hop's birthday all year.
Oh,
That's
yeah, we're not
truly
stopping.
black.
Yeah.
Because we were in DC this weekend and we got invited to a party. To hear was like, yo, this DJ wants us to come to a party. It's from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. Are y'all in? And I told to hear, I don't think there's anything that I'd be less interested in doing after a show than going to a loud place and listening to music until 2 a.m. when I have a flight the next day. So no, thank you. But the question is, hip hop is 50 years old. What is your top 3 quintessential hip hop albums, no skips, all bangers that you could play today and it would still go hard? This is so much more interesting for me because I didn't start listening to hip hop albums until I was 29 years old.
Marcus can tell. He said,
Consistently.
anytime I mentioned certain rap things and I realized Kevin and Melissa don't know what I'm talking about.
I know singles all day long.
Yeah, but a full
whatever was popping on the radio, I listened to Doggy Style as a kid, and I had 2 tapes. I had the Doggy Style album. Is that the one we had the cartoon dog? It was coming out of the house, I believe.
Uh-huh. It
Is that
sounds
Doggy
about
Style?
right.
And I was listening to the TLC Red Light Special album. And my dad took my Walkman and was like, what do you listen to? I was like, music. And it was on Red Light Special because I kept listening to it over and over because I liked it. And I liked the way their bodies moved as a child. And he took my Walkman. And then I didn't have a CD player again. Actually, I think I got a CD player again in 10th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. And I had the Rough Riders compilation album. Drag On, Eve,
Oh,
DMX.
that's one of my
Pit Bullet.
favorite
Oh
albums.
my God.
Do
purchased
y'all
it.
bust them guns? Hell yeah, we bust our guns. Do y'all till they come? Damn right, we make them come. All the north, south, east, west. Rough Riders gonna show y'all because who ride the best. Yeah.
So I was listening to that, listening to Outkast, Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music because my brother had that tape.
Oh, that's
or that, I guess it was tape. But the first, I don't even know if I have 3, but you guys can say what you want about me because this is just my life. My favorite hip hop album, I think I gotta say, Good Kid, Mad City. I just listened to it again. It is perfect. I tend to love storytelling, rap, paint a picture. I think Good Kid, Mad City would make a great movie, Broadway play. Kendrick Lamar, he's got me in the back seat with him.
he good.
He's not in a gang. He's just affiliated. You understand? He's having sexual relations with Shireen. His mom needs the car back. I don't usually like interludes or skits in albums personally.
Okay.
But he did such a good job with his. I don't know if they were really his parents or actors playing his parents. But it was great. Great singles. Great storytelling. No skips for me. We can go 1-1-1.
I'm gonna say, it's not that I'm like, oh, every song I want to hear, but I'm not gonna force myself through it. I'm not gonna force myself to go past it. Is what I mean to say. I'm gonna say Ludacris Word of Mouth. Because I love the skits in that one. That one has area codes. That one has Get the Back with Shauna on there. That one has Move Bit.
Yeah.
Get out the way. I thoroughly enjoy Ludacris, just period.
And
He's
it's
in
your
my
favorite
top 5.
albums.
Yeah.
It's your favorite album. I think my next one, and listen, I'm okay if people don't agree. I think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is one of my favorite hip hop albums. It's so great.
You talking about Kanye?
Kanye, All the Lights was a song I came out to for 2.5 years straight when I was coming up with stand-up comedy. It just got me like in the right mindset to perform. Nicki Minaj verse on Monster.
That's crazy.
Like she literally had the best verse with on a song with Jay-Z, Kanye, and I believe Rick Ross. And it's just great. Power, Blame Game, Runaway. I love that album. I love that album.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't even. I'm over here trying to think what my next one would
Waka
be.
Flocka?
I don't know if I know a full album of Waka Flocka. Let me see. Hold on. Because I might actually know a full album and not realize it. Waka Flocka. Josh, if you want to answer while I'm looking.
Oh yeah, Josh, my bad.
It's unbelievable.
Huh?
Nothing.
He's like, how would you leave me
okay.
out of this
I'm so
conversation?
sorry, Josh.
okay, Kev, I
Josh
understand.
been quiet for a minute. We was yelling back and forth and being hot.
Screaming.
Go ahead, Josh. Give us 2 while Angel
I
thinks.
would say 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying.
That's also a Force of Nature album. Even other rappers were like, when that came out, they were like, oh my God.
Oh, that shifted so much.
The whole, and it sold
Went crazy.
stupid amount of copies. No streaming. What year is that, Josh? You know off top?
2000, early 2000s. I would
know.
say
Is it 03?
2 or 3.
Feels like 03, but I'm just saying that off the top of my head. It is 03. Okay, Kev.
You better be.
Nice. All right, that's good, Josh. What else you got?
I feel like Miseducation is such an easy one for
That's
me.
exactly where I was thinking.
Oh,
So
about
I
fine,
that.
yeah.
almost don't want to include
Oh,
it
no, that's a movie.
because it's like
Think it's
such a
too easy of an
given.
answer?
Yeah, For me at least. Like I have that one on vinyl. I don't even have like a record player.
Dang.
Just because like it's just I mean, it's such a cool album to even look at
Yeah.
because of the whole not consistency, but like the whole story of the album.
Yep.
So I will probably throw in I always go back and forth between College Dropout or Late Registration.
Me too.
That's a good one.
One I was skipping crazy though. I tried to pick one I wouldn't skip.
It might have been all the skits.
I think it was D-Ray doing the skits. He sound like Bernie Mac in them.
it could have been.
They have great songs, but I know I was skipping a little bit on those.
I know my next one.
All right, go ahead. What Josh is thinking.
Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy.
Oh, that's solid.
That
Love that album from
That
front to back.
That reopened the door, like broke down the door for a lot of this generation's female rappers, I want to say.
First of all, I understood every single word she was saying. That's a huge thing for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I was like, I know what you're saying. I don't have to look up nothing to be like, no, what the hell was that?
And she didn't
Yeah.
hide her culture either in
None.
that album.
Yeah.
I thought
Hide
that was
it?
dope. No.
No.
She had every type of music that she wanted, or every like rendition of music that she kind of wanted in there.
yeah.
Bacon Head, one of my favorite songs that is not like a single, but it's so because she did it to the beat of Chicken Head. She said, "Pop that pussy up in church, pop that pussy while you work, pop that pussy on the side, make that pussy crack a smile." That is, excuse me, y'all gonna have to bleep up all of that, but it just makes me so happy. It makes me so happy.
That's good, Angel.
Yeah. That one I definitely do not skip any song.
I think of the two, Josh, I think Late Registration I enjoy more than College Dropout. They're both good. Don't get me wrong. But I think of the two, I go Late Registration.
But
It's a toss-up,
also,
though.
I feel like songs that I go back to more that's after your favorite Kanye album would be from Graduation.
Yeah. That's true.
Because I feel like that was such a bigger anthem era for him.
Absolutely. When I feel really good, I play Graduation.
Mm-hmm.
It just has one of the Kanye songs I hate the most. Barry Bonds.
You like Lil Wayne on there?
Oh man, I hate and Drunken Hot Girls. I hate those
Drunken Hot
songs.
Girls.
I hate both of those songs so much, and I skip them with pure aggression.
Vigor.
When they come on, I can't skip it. It hurts me. I hate those songs, but I love the anthem parts of those songs. I think my last one. This might be controversial, but it actually really is just based on the truth of my life and not listening to albums until I was 29. So I only have really the last 10 years, 11 years.
I know what you're about to say.
You know what it is, and it's Josh's fault. Coloring Book.
Okay.
I love, and by sheer airplay
That's Chance.
volume, Chance the Rapper. His magnum opus, To Me, Kevin.
Okay.
As a church kid with a little bit of edge, he was in my, drugs is bad now. Like 10-day acid rap, I am drugs. Me and drugs are one. Coloring Book is like, Jesus is me is one. I was on drugs. And you know, black people, we love a good redemption. I used to be on drugs.
100%.
I used to be down in rehab. But I'm Coloring Book.
Yeah.
What did I do? And Coloring Book is so perfect. He's got so many great features, so many great songs. He's got Kirk. It's just perfect to me. I listen to that album at least once a month, still to this day. Great gym album, right? Chance be singing. Yeah, he's got his fun stuff. He's perfect.
I wasn't even going to put it. I was thinking it, but I was like, do they mean just like pure like hip hop? And so much of the song has R&B, but so much of the song, so much of the album. But I would have to agree. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, I could put it on, and it could actually come back around to the second time playing. I still wouldn't cut it off.
Like albums like that not allow you, but they give you the opportunity to almost feel every emotion.
Yes.
So it's almost like a song for anything on there too, which is cool.
It's
And
such a beautiful album.
I would also say 2014 Forest Hills Drive because
That's what I thought you were going to say.
because of what
J. Cole.
them and Scott Laser did with the documentaries around it. That's what kind of got me more in the storytelling niche of wanting to create content like that. Was because of like the rollout for that album.
Yeah.
I think really built the connective tissue between him being J. Cole and the audience, like the fan base, because it kind of lets you into the story behind it.
Yes,
And
1000%.
and the big show that he did out in North Carolina.
So yours are 2014 Forest Hills Drive, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, and what was the third one?
I'll go College Dropout.
College Dropout. Yours was
Ludacris, Word of Mouth.
Word of Mouth, Invasion of Privacy, and Lauren and Miseducation.
Yeah.
Mine, Good Kid, Mad City, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Coloring Book. We would be remiss to not say rest in peace to Clarence Avant, godfather of music. He passed away yesterday, I believe. He's got a great documentary on Netflix if you don't know about him. And also Magoo.
I was about to say, that's who I was like.
Timbaland and Magoo passed away, I believe, yesterday. So I want to go out on Up Jumps the Boogie featuring Missy Elliott, Timbaland and Magoo. Rest in peace, Magoo. We love you.
He was nasty.
It was.
Yes, when I looked at the lyrics, I was like,
I cut with razor blades, play spades with uncleanness, evaluate this rap, take heat, a freaking genius, up jump the sky, up high, don't puff lie, do you smoke crack, Sam? Prepare, you gonna die, crazy Joe, my name is Crazy Flow, you thought I had 8, but I got 10 more, off beat and on beat, old school like Beach Street, I stink like Pop Street, make sweat with no heat. I'm up on this track like Pam Grier.
in movies. Like
It's such a great sound they had.
Yes.
Tim and Missy and Magoo, it was just great.
The house keys. My car dope. It costs too much money to get that shit fixed. To pay my bills with. For this trucking and driving and I'm in the Marriott, the
Missy.
place to get got.
Go, Missy! She was a good dancer. She is.
He is.
She was. She's so pretty to
His
me.
lollipop.
Oh my God.
Myself be so hot. I scream till I can stop. Give it to me, daddy, and like yup, like Teddy. Ready with the 1-2 checker. Missy is the bedroom wrecker. Beat your pecker. Give it up. We gon' show you how we party.
It's so amazing how music like takes you back to where you were when you first heard
Oh,
it.
hell yeah.
I used to be riding my bike in North Carolina listening to this. They were dominating.
We gon' show. Oh, absolutely. You how we party. Give it up. We gon' show you how we party.
Dang, Magoo was 50.
Huh?
He was so
Magoo
young.
was 50?
Yeah.
He was only 50.
Jesus.
That's young, man.
Man.
My style is like a safe, I swallow the master key. I guess cause I'm a fart, don't think with me.
Cause I'm a fart.
Black and white people, I'm splitting rap apart. So sit you bleeding dog and bow to my hit. Nick with you stupid. I'm butter, don't need grit. Make face like
And Leah was all up in this video.
Yeah.
study then read ya. Follow the
Lead up.
Man, I used to want to dress just like this.
I used to want to dress like Aaliyah, but
the
I've been
goggles.
thick for a very long time. And the ladies making more beats than Joe has witnessed.
They used to all do this. Where they were rap.
Me, brother, please turn off the TV. See a black man dead from a white man's powder. See a white man scared from a black man's power. Please don't let me scare it. I be best. That's B and that's capital. I hang
You better
low
go,
like
Angel.
testicles.
I didn't know you liked the song that much.
Oh yes.
You know
Before
it.
you get slapped up, go down, mommy. That I back up, you and your whole crew. What you gonna do? What you gonna do to me? The MIS-E. It's gonna be some tragedy. Give it up. We gon' show you how we party. Give it up. We We gon' show.
I forgot to mention this.
How we party.
DJ Casper passed away a little while ago.
Oh, yes, he did.
So we
Last week, the 7th, I think.
Yeah.
6th or 7th.
He sure did while I was in Chicago.
I mean, he'll live on with this song to
he'll never
the
die.
end of time. You about to do the cha-cha slide?
This is
It's
called the
time to
Casper.
get
This is called the
funky.
Casper slide.
Yeah, I don't
I don't know what this is, Kev. I don't like that.
This is the music. Hold on.
You gotta have a different type of endurance setup for that beat.
Let me get the original going.
There we go. Slow it down. There it is.
This the regular one?
I think so. We're going to find out. It
This is
sounds
something new.
Yeah.
Casper Slide Part 2, featuring the Platinum Band. And this time,
It's gonna get. There we go.
Okay.
I was like, that was the music video, but he didn't have his right version.
like, no, I don't like it.
everybody clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap your hands.
And y'all better be cha-cha sliding right where you are.
At your job.
Clap your hands.
At your job, on your walk, cleaning up. You stop and you cha-cha.
Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Cha-cha real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all.
I don't care if you're working, Miss Johnson. You better do your cha-cha slide. Close your office door and cha-cha.
Cha-cha now, y'all.
Do a little cha-cha real smooth.
Funky. To the right now. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time.
In your desk.
Time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps.
There you go.
Slide to the left.
Y'all can slide in your office chair.
Right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha real smooth.
Boot diggy diggy.
Let's go to work.
Y'all go to work for your jobs.
Take it back now, y'all.
Come on, y'all.
2 hops this time. 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees.
You gotta do it like the old way. Yeah.
That's how my grandma was twerking at the barbecue.
It's all about the shoulder. You gotta do that.
Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all.
Turn around. All right, we love y'all. God bless y'all.
Take it back now, y'all.
Thank y'all so much for pulling up with us. Bald and Beautiful in just a minute. And bonus is gonna be on Friday. Bonus on Friday. God bless you. 2 episodes on Friday.
Let's stop.
Also, shouts to DC and Charlotte for pulling up.
Yeah. God bless you. God keep you. See you at the conference.
Your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all. How low can you go?
How low can you go?
Can you go down low?
Can you go down low?
To the floor?
Oh, ain't it low?
Low can you go?
How can you go?
I'm about to edit.
How can you go?
Never, never stop.
Never stop.
Come on.
Right
Right foot now.
Hey.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kev on stage. And that chick Angel.